Hi everyone, I'm Jake Williams Jr., Mayor of the City of Cocoa. This past year have been both a time of change and growth, as well as a time of concern as we continue to work through a global pandemic, and a time of social injustice, fight for racial equality. Along with my fellow council members and the dedicated staff of the City of Cocoa, we push to make Cocoa the best community along the Space Coast, and our future is bright as we continue to improve for our residents and for our business community. In early 2020, we saw the rise of coronavirus pandemic in the United States. Brevard County began to see cases in March, and citizens were asked to quarantine to help slow the speed of this virus. The state of Florida, like much of the nation, was under a safer at home order issued by Governor Ron DeSantis, which saw businesses close their doors and everyone's way of life change. As businesses begin to open back up, it is still important for residents and businesses alike to adhere to the Center for Disease Control safety protocols and guidelines to continue to slow the spread of this virus. Your Cocoa City Council made safety a priority by implementing employee safety policies and encouraging our community to wear face masks, coverings, and practicing social distancing. This is something we in our community have never been through, but we acted quickly to ensure that our residents remain informed and safe, and will continue to do all while preparing our community for hurricane season. The fight for justice and equality took the forefront of our nation with the murder of George Floyd in Minnesota. The Cocoa Council and staff stood united with our community, demanding justice and real change in the fight for racial equalities in our communities.
We as Cocoans are committed to being united, to moving forward, and to being in a better place. We can do it.
We will stand united with the peaceful voices who march in our communities.
We'll march alongside you.
We stand united in our efforts to build community trust and are dedicated to working with our residents for justice and change.
Together, our city has made great strides forward in our efforts to be fair and accountable to those who are sworn to serve and protect.
We are all dedicated to serve our community in all capacities with the highest level of professionalism and integrity. Let's continue to move forward by working together to find real solutions to the crisis we face, both now and in the future.
The Cocoa Police Department has worked hard over the years to build trust through their ongoing community policing efforts and remain dedicated to working with our residents. The Cocoa Police Department was the first in our community to equip all of our officers with body cameras. Last year, City Council established a Police Community Relations Advisory Committee as a way to provide a vibrant community discussions with an open forum and a place for citizens to bring ideas and concerns. And in June, when our community gathered for a peaceful march for justice and racial equality, we were there alongside them. With all the unrest and uncertainty in our nation, we stand strong in our commitment to move this community forward. We continue to push for growth and development and build a bright future for Cocoa. This past year saw significant investments in infrastructure and development as we work to make Cocoa a thriving place to live, work, and play. In the summer of 2019, Cocoa City Council approved a 10-year work plan for the stormwater system. This plan and overall stormwater assessment enables the city to invest in stormwater infrastructure, reduce flooding, and increase maintenance and reduce the runoff caused by pollution to help improve water quality. Projects outlined in this plan has already begun, including clearing of vegetation in Horseshoe Pond, which serves as a stormwater retention facility. The vegetation caused nutrients buildup and algae blooms, reducing the quality of water. Floating wetlands were installed in other stormwater ponds to also reduce nutrients buildups. The relief channel near Lee Winter Park in Cocoa Village was cleared out to assist with drainage and flooding issues. The entire stormwater conveyance system was cleaned and restored to original operating capacity with the assistance of Career Source Brevard. Also, the city's Public Works Department purchased an additional street sweeper to keep our stormwater drains clear of debris. More projects are planned to continue to improve our stormwater system for future generations. The brand new Dr. Jolie Smith Community Center was completed this year. This approximately 16,000 square foot facility is substantially larger than the existing center, which was approximately 6,000 square feet, built in 1963 and was in a state of disrepair and non-compliance. Identified in the Diamond Square Redevelopment Agency Plan Update, the new center will be a gathering hub for community activities such as meetings, sports after-school programs, job training workshops, and healthcare services, and many more. Outlining the updated Waterfront Master Plan, Cocoa Village Waterfront saw some upgrades over the last year with the revitalized waterfront promenade and updated day slips and T-docks after the historical destruction that Hurricane Irma left in its path back in 2017. Cocoa Village's waterfront was in need of repair. Through grants provided by the Florida Inland Navigation District and disaster reimbursement from FEMA, the city was able to construct a brand new 250-foot T-dock that is able to accommodate intercoastal waterway cruisers, 14 new day slips to accommodate both boats and dinghies for short stays, and a new, more resilient riverfront park promenade that features 2 beautiful overlooks that allows our citizens and visitors to get closer to the water. This was on top of some of the other projects that were completed, such as an upgraded, more resilient shoreline in Lee Winter Park and the Riverfront Connector, which offers a safer and a more convenient connection between the north side of 520 and Cocoa Village. Soon the power lines in the Riverfront Park Basin will be gone, which can hold endless opportunities for our Cocoa Harbor. In an effort to increase the amount of available parking in Cocoa Village community, the city recently restriped the current spaces in the village and is going through a design and engineering of additional on-street public parking spaces and redeveloping city-owned lots. The Cocoa Community Redevelopment Agency has approved and amended and restated a redevelopment agreement for the hotel project in Cocoa Village at the old City Hall site, 603 Brevard Avenue. The developer is currently in compliance with the timelines established for potential completion of this much anticipated project within the next 3 years. Panini Street began as a standard roadway milling and resurfacing project, but quickly revealed some failing underlying structural issues of the roadway needed to be replaced as well. A full-depth reclamation was completed on this roadway, which rebuilds the road by recycling the existing roadway material and extending the life of the road. The sidewalks were also reconstructed, and a custom-designed crosswalk to Endeavor Elementary will offer inspiring messages for some of our youngest Cocoa residents on their way to and from school each day. As part of the annual resurfacing program, the city identifies roadways in the need of resurfacing, curbing and sidewalks that need to be replaced, curb ramps that need ADA upgrades, and identifies stormwater pipes that may need repairs. Streets such as Washington Avenue, Barbara Jenkins Street, and A, B, and C Street were all completed this year as part of this annual program. There has also been a significant private investment in our community, especially in the growth of available housing. A number of housing projects are underway, including Summer Breeze and Adamson Creek subdivision in the north end of Cocoa. Lakeside Palms East off of Clear Lake Road, new homes in the Fern Meadow subdivision, and a brand new development on 246 acres of State Road 528 and I-95. We are also seeing new apartment complexes offering multifamily housing in our community. Along State Road 520, Cocoa Grand is a new residential apartment complex. Integra Preserves is a multifamily residential state-of-the-art apartment facility. Quail Ridge is a new condo facility proposed. Cocoa Village is even seeing new housing with the Cottages of Cocoa Village, a townhome community on the south end of the village with architectural details that will complement the historical charm of the village. Habitat for Humanity also began construction on 6 homes on Whaley Street in the Diamond Square community as part of their Female Veterans Build projects. This project is an opportunity for low-income female veterans to own their own home and provide much-needed infill housing development. Arbors of Cocoa Landing will offer affordable housing to seniors along State Road 524. All of these new developments are set to offer approximately 1,500 new residential units to the Cocoa community. The Cocoa Housing Authority Pineda Village and Cocoa Sunrise Terrace communities recently went through RAD conversions, which saw a significant refurbishment of 327 units, including roofs, drywall upgrades, pipe repairs, sidewalk replacement, driveway repairs, and much more. Economic development and growth is not successful without an engaged community. Citizens engagement, which was a part of our 2016 strategic plan, was prioritized by the council. The first ever Cocoa Citizen Academy began in 2019 as a way to get our residents more involved in the local government. A group of 20 residents and business owners attended 8 sessions to learn more about their local government, their elected officials, and how they can be a part of the process. Members of the Academy toured city facilities, learned how the budget is balanced, watched the public safety personnel at work, and got hands-on experience with our utilities public works employees. Keep an eye out for future sessions of the Cocoa Citizens Academy and how you can be a part of this great program.
Well, I found it very, very interesting. It was good to see where the city was spending its money and what its priorities were, how we can bring information from the business community and the residential community to the city and vice versa, and kind of, nurture that working relationship. So I feel that we're definitely on the right track.
I think the program is wonderful. It was a great opportunity for me to really learn more about the community and the different types of programs that Cocoa offers, and it really made me more proud to be a part of this community. When I look at all the things that they have in place and the things that they are, the new initiatives just like this, the Citizens Academy, the fact that it's a great city and they're striving to be better. That really impressed me and made me feel really proud of our city.
I want to say thank you so much, City of Cocoa, for putting this together. Samantha especially, and Rachel. This was a super effort, so worth the time that all of us put into it. It's amazing to have Cocoa come together and have all of those people who wanted to learn about the workings of our local government and become better citizens and get to know one another. I think it's a great investment.
In 2020, the nation also embarked on the census. The census, which happens every 10 years, helped decide the distribution of approximately $675 billion in federal funds each year for vital programs impacting housing, education, transportation, healthcare, public safety, and more. Local governments use the results to plan new roads, hospitals, and schools, as well as to ensure safety and emergency preparedness. Businesses use census data to determine where they locate and build. And in 2010, Cocoa saw portions of our community go uncounted, which means less federal dollars and less vital programs for our community. This year, we pushed to make sure our entire community was counted. Cocoa's Complete Count Committee was formed with community stakeholders, helping to spread the word about the importance of the census to our community. Stickers and flyers were distributed at meal giveaways, school supply drives, and churches. Members of the community took to social media to help spread the word. We want to make sure Cocoa gets counted in 2020. The Cocoa Fire Department is celebrating its centennial in 2020 and honoring 100 years of service protecting our community. Over the last 100 years, the Cocoa Fire Department has grown from a small group of volunteer firemen operating out of stations in downtown Cocoa Village to a fire department we have today with a command staff of 5, support staff of 2, and 42 highly trained firefighters working out of 3 stations, responding to over 5,500 fires, EMS, and emergency calls a year. We plan to celebrate this momentous occasion with our community when it's safe to do so. The Cocoa Police Department has a lot to celebrate over the past year, as their K-9 officers and their 4-legged partners were featured on the national television competition, America's Top Dog. All 3 of our K-9 officers were invited to participate in the national casting call, searching for the most interested and capable police K-9 teams in the country. A huge congratulations to Cocoa's own K-9 officer Dan Rhodes and his K-9 partner Bear for winning the national competition. Our young Cocoa residents have really done some amazing things over the last year as well. Cocoa High students have many accomplishments this past year, including their Talent Award-winning choral program. The Cocoa High Chorus was invited last October to sing at Carnegie Hall, one of only a few programs in the nation to receive this honor, and they raised $85,000 to make this once-in-a-lifetime trip. Endeavor Elementary School, which runs the county's only community school, had both the Teacher of the Year, Miss Kathy Hamilton Brown, and the Principal of the Year, Mr. Chris Reed. Under their leadership, Endeavor earned the highest school grade in over 10 years. Mr. Devane Clark with Cambridge Elementary was named the Rookie Teacher of the Year and led the school's first ever chess team to new heights with first place finish in their tournaments throughout the year. We are so proud of the many accomplishments of our young residents and are here to support and push them to be amazing individuals. As you can see, City Council and staff along with the assistance of our dedicated residents, business owners, and schools have worked to make this community great and continue to build a bright future for Cocoa while continuing to honor and recognize our past. In the year ahead, we will be embarked on a master park plan to work in improving our many parks throughout the community We will also be finalizing our sustainability plan that will help make Cocoa a more resilient and sustainable community for the future. And in our efforts to continue to strategically plan for Cocoa's future, we will be embarking on citizen survey to get more information for our residents and business owners that would help shape the direction of our great community. Cocoa's future is bright. Through strategic partnership and community engagement, we will continue on a great path of success for many years to come. Thank you.